It's your boy Sparkle and Costo back with another video. If you hear the baby in the back, you know what I'm saying. We're in a new house. My son's adjusting to our new house, but I haven't uploaded a video in a long time. I think it's been 3 weeks or close to a month, to be honest. But yeah, this video is going to be uploaded today, and here is the long-awaited Lunar Lancer build for you guys. Let's get right into it. Here are my stats. All right, here are my gems. Okay, and the best gems you're gonna want on Lunar Lancer is going to be Power Disc and Mired Mojo. Alright, I'll explain why you want Mired Mojo instead of Explosive Epilogue in a second, but let's move on to the next stuff. The gear, obviously, the Permatorch, right? We need that. We need the Mystic Hat. You're gonna want crit damage. Now for my spear, I have attack speed on there, but you're gonna need crit damage instead of attack speed because Lunar Lancer's cap is at 260. You're like, Spark, yeah, 264. But this build, you're gonna be running the Bard subclass, not the Solarian subclass. So the Bard subclass is gonna give you movement speed and attack speed. That's gonna pass the 260 anyway, and the Berserk Battler, right? But yeah, gem abilities you're going to want to use for this class: Mired Mojo, Power Disc, and Berserk Battler. And then the subclass you're going to use Bard subclass. If you're not strong enough yet, you're going to use Solarian subclass. And then obviously for D15, we're going to be running Martial. And D14 and below, you don't got to run that because you'll be strong. Repel Rune, you're going to need that. And Star Bow. People ask me, why aren't you using the 12 movement speed ally? Is just because, like, you don't need it for real. So Star Bow is going to help out with that damage, especially if you're using Berserk, right? This is a speed build and like the highest damage for the speed build as well. And obviously the ring ability you're gonna need your speed and Magic Find. That's the best thing out there. Alright, so let's get right into this giant. First, let's test the damage. Right? Oh, star chart build. Oh yeah. There we go. I've finished the star chart as well. Here's the whole star chart build right here. You're gonna want to get the physical damage for the up here, this physical damage line. Don't go this way, because if you go this way, you're gonna miss out on the movement speed. Because you get 21 movement speed, I believe, from the star chart. You get 8 movement speed right there, and then you get the rest over here. So 5 movement speed, that's 10, 18, and then I think the last movement speed is right here. Yep. So yeah, you're gonna want to get all this. Okay. Now to test your actual damage, you're gonna want to go over to Forbidden Spires or a world that is below. It's just a novice world or something, because if you go to any world higher than that, the enemies are going to have more darkness, and they're going to have more armor. So enemies have darkness and armor, that's why we have light. So I'm hitting for 217 million base, okay? And then when my Bard subclass activates, right, I sit at 331 attack speed, which is pretty crazy. But basically you're going to get a blue buff, a green buff, a blue buff, and a red buff of the Bard subclass. And there goes the blue buff. You see my movement speed go up. The blue buff, I said green buff first, or red buff. Red buff is here, and then I hit for 259. There we go. I can't fucking speak today. We need to lock the fuck in. But yeah, you're gonna want to use the Bard buff. And you can read the Bard buff, sing yourself a little song when Jubilant, Peaceful, and Battle Song buffs come on. So I'm going to show you guys the green buff first. So look at my movement speed, my power disc trigger, and I'm at 273 without need for speed, just by killing that enemy. And then it's going to go over to the blue buff, and then the crit damage buff. My crit damage is at 6k, and then my attack speed went up as well. So yeah, let's go on to the gem abilities. Gem abilities, Power Disc, and Mired Mojo. You guys know what Power Disc is, so I don't need to explain that. Mired Mojo, taking damage has a chance to spawn a ring of snaring projectiles, reducing enemy movement speed. So the reason why this is stronger than Explosive Epilogue, because if you look at Explosive Epilogue, let me get hit first. For Mired Mojo, you just get hit a couple of times, and it triggers instantly. Okay, maybe he gave up because he realized I was too strong. Come on, hit me. He doesn't want to hit me. Okay, let's find another enemy that will hit me. A little sheep right there. So basically you get a hit and they die instantly. So when you get hit, 4 snares come out your body, and 2 of those snares are the same exact damage as Explosive Epilogue. Both of them have a cooldown, but explosive epilogue only triggers when you kill an enemy. Same thing as Pyre Disc. So if we go over to my Solarian, right? Let's read it. Right? Empower Fire Gem for any class. Killing enemies causes them to explode. Only one such gem can be socketed at a time. This gem has a cooldown. So yes, you have to kill the enemy for it to trigger. For Mario Mojo, you just need to get hit and you're in melee class. So when you're attacking, you're naturally going to get hit. The cooldown isn't, I think it's about 10 seconds, but it resets when you swap classes. That's why it's not triggering right now. But when it does trigger, right, as you just saw, you know, it does a lot of damage when you're close to the boss. It will just instantly kill. Right, so yeah, let's move on to Berserk Battler. Berserk Battler, damaging enemies causes a frenzy state, adding a small increase attack speed and light. Now the reason why you want Berserk Battler instead of Vampiring Vanquisher, because let's read Vampiring Vanquisher for a second. Who do I have that on? Bard, right? Okay, Vampiring Vanquisher, dealing a critical hit, enemies have a chance to increase movement speed and cause the next hit to leech health. So the reason why Vampiring Vanquisher isn't better is because Vampiring Vanquisher has a chance of, you know, triggering when you critical hit. Basically, you have to hit a multitude of times to, you know, trigger in the first place. And what happens with Lunar Lancer, when you're using Lunar Lancer, oftentimes when you're running in D15, you're not hitting multiple times when you're running. You hit your R1, right? You slam one time, the enemy usually dies, right? So most Lunar Lancers that don't know this build, what they do is they run Solarian subclass instead of Bard, and then they run Vampiring Vanquisher. This is wrong. I repeat, this is wrong. Because Solarian subclass only gives you 140 light, and then that actual like damage effect that the Solarian subclass do, which is cool. But the Solarian subclass is not going to be stronger than Berserk Battler because you get 900 extra light from triggering Berserk Battler, right? And if you use the Bard subclass, the Bard subclass is going to be faster than the Vampiring Vanquisher because the Vampiring Vanquisher gives you 20 to 30 movement speed. The Bard subclass gives you, I'm at 167 base. Let's just unequip the ally real quick just to look at. So right now, without the ally, I am at 159. We hit an enemy. Watch how it goes up. One enemy. My Pyre Disc triggered. That's not going to count. We will have to wait for the Pyre Disc to go away. We'll wait for the Pyre Disc to go away real quick. And then let's hit another enemy real quick. Boom. You notice 191. So it jumped high. So that's more than 30. So you get a percentage instead of a base health. I mean, a base movement speed. That's better than running a Vampiring Vanquisher. And the Bard subclass is, it will trigger guaranteed. It will go through the green buff, the blue buff, and the red buff, and it will trigger guaranteed. The Vampiring Vanquisher is by luck. It's by chance. Wherein you have to hit the enemies multiple times, so you're just sitting there poking something until it triggers. Right, and you can't really tell when it triggers either, because the movement speed buff is the same buff as the ally. When you kill an enemy, all you know is that you have like this effect under your legs wherein you can't even see it right now, kind of, because the Pyre Disc triggers. So you won't even notice that you have the Vampiring Vanquisher buff on in the first place. So that's why you're going to want to use Berserk Battler. Now, let's go to D15 to, you know, see exactly how I play Lunar Lancer. You guys already saw the gear setup, why I use what I use. And basically when you're using Lunar Lancer, first thing you're going to want to do is get your lunacy up, because the way you play Lunar Lancer, you get your lunacy up. Am I using Marshall? Yeah, I'm using Marshall. There we go. You get your lunacy up, and once your lunacy's up, you can spam your other abilities, which is very, very, very important. So let's go over and find us a 5-star real quick. But yeah, when you use Lunar Lancer, you want to use Chronomanic and Marshall. So when you slam, you transform. And then once your boot is about 30% left, you revert back. So that when you slam again, you can use your lunacy mode again. So here's a 5-star. Right here. Now let's just look at how fast I clear this. So there's no boss right there. boss right here. Transform, dead. Immediately. Next. Another boss, transform, dead. Dead. Oh, they're all bosses. So, that was a little 30-second clear. Wasn't the best clear I've ever done. I think the fastest I've ever done on Lunar was 20 seconds when it was all bosses, right? Lunar has pretty good DPS. And you're like, classes like Solarian can do that faster, but like Solarian is not gonna find another 5-star as fast as Lunar is, right? Like, you ask a Solarian to run, he's not gonna be anywhere near close as what you could see right now. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole build. I'm gonna let you guys have like some gameplay.
Nigga, you played that boy.
The lag, holy god.